So welcome to Learning Activity 1 as part of the HydroLearn module Frequency Analysis in Hydrology. The whole goal of today's session is that we're going to go ahead and get you started in HEC-SSP, first downloading it from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers website, and then creating a new study and importing some data from the USGS website. So first things first, you have to have HEC-SSP downloaded. This is from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers website, as I previously mentioned, and this link should be provided to you in the module content. So if you go to the Learning Activity 1 page, this should be one of the links available to you under the Resources section. If you follow that link, you're just going to want to download these packages, install packages for Windows. So once you have HEC-SSP downloaded, what we're going to do is get into HEC-SSP, and we're going to go to File and start a new study. So this is going to be the very first step when you get into HEC-SSP. You're going to want to start a new study, and we're just going to call this study Frequency Analysis in Hydrology, or really whatever you want. All of these inputs can stay the same. You just want to make sure to save this to a directory that you're going to remember. So I'm going to go ahead and just navigate to my desktop. And then I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So then it opens up a project for me, and I can see that I have a bunch of different folders that I'm going to be using for my analyses. So a look ahead, but we're going to be doing a distribution fitting analysis, then a Bulletin 17C analysis, then a volume frequency analysis for our low flow analysis. But before we do that, we have to add some data. So the great thing about HEC-SSP is that you can pull data directly from the USGS website from the HEC-SSP user interface. So what I want to do that is I'm going to right click on this folder here that says data, and then I'm going to select new. This first data that I'm going to pull in, which is going to be used for your first analysis, the distribution fitting analysis, is going to be the annual maximum stream flow data for Johns Creek. So I'm just going to call this data annual max Johns Creek. We don't have to add a description. We can keep the file path the same. And then here in the location, underneath this data source tab, we want to make sure that we're pulling straight from the USGS website. You can see that there are different options for how you import data into the HEC-SSP software, but we're going to use USGS website because it is the most straightforward. For the data type, we are doing annual peak data. Again, that is for the flood frequency analysis. You're going to be using an annual maximum data series. And we're going to retrieve data for the flow. Next, I'm going to press this button that says Get USGS Station IDs by State. And I'm going to select the state of Virginia, because that is where Johns Creek is located. When I press OK, it's going to pull all of the USGS station IDs or locations that are in Virginia. So it pulled 630 gauge locations. Then I'm going to go ahead and look for Johns Creek by typing into this box. And then when I press enter, Johns Creek should come up as the basin. And we're going to check this box here that says import data. After we check that box that says import data, we are then going to press this button that says import to study DSS file. And then it will tell us that 1 out of 1 stations has been retrieved. We press OK, and then we can see our data pop in to our data folder over here. We have the actual data as the first option here, and then we have the codes for that data as the second option. So this is the actual data, and then these are the codes associated with that data. So that should be enough to get you started, and the next video is going to go over how we do a distribution fitting analysis in HEC-SSP.